For just as Mabling stepped towards the fallen body, there was a new noise, great crying and shouting. Amidst it Sam heard a shrill bellowing or trumpeting, and then a great thudding and bumping, like huge rams dining on the ground. Where, cried Damrod to his companion, may the Valar turn him aside. Murmuk, Murmuk. To his astonishment and terror and lasting delight, Sam saw a vast shape crash out of the trees and come carrying down the slope. Big as a house, much bigger than a house, it looked to him a grey-clad moving hill. Fear and wonder, maybe, enlarged him in the hobbit's eyes, but the Murmuk of Harad was indeed a beast of vast bulk, and the like of him does not walk now in Middle-earth. Welcome to Tales of Arda, where we discuss and explore Middle-earth. This video is all about the Haradrim, the people of the south of Middle-earth. Originally, the people that would later be the Haradrim awoke with the rest of men in Hildorian. They, unlike the Edain, stayed in the east partly due to Morgoth's influence. And unlike the Eastlings, the Haradrim played no part in the First Age, but migrated south to the lands of Harad. The Haradrim were largely absent through the Second Age, but did come into contact with the many Númenórean settlements, who at first aided them as they taught the Haradrim agricultural and other crafts such as metalwork. However, this friendship did not last long, as by the time of Tarakiritan, the Númenóreans were trying to conquer parts of Middle-earth and become lordly in their own right. The Númenóreans demanded tributes from the Haradrim, and many were killed or enslaved by the Númenóreans. When the two blue wizards entered Middle-earth, they were sent east and south, and some remnant of the good Haradrim likely befriended them, and it is likely that due to the blue wizards' interference, the forces of the Haradrim that served Sauron were not as many. Near the end of the Second Age, Sauron was taken captive by the Númenóreans, but through trickery, cunning acts, he rose from prisoner to a king's advisor, and in Númenor Sauron began the cult of Morgoth, in which sacrifices were common. In part, the Haradrim were sacrificed to Morgoth because of the hurts that the Haradrim suffered by the hands of the Númenóreans. The Haradrim came to despise Gondor, as they saw it as a kingdom of Númenor. But when the Black Númenóreans, survivors of the downfall of Númenor, who followed the corrupt king and practiced the cult of Morgoth, became lords in Harad, the Haradrim were afraid and served them out of fear. When Sauron fell at the end of the Second Age, the Haradrim were freed from his direct control, but the seeds of hate between the Gondorians and Haradrim that Sauron had sown in the War of the Last Alliance would remain for many years. In the Third Age, the Gondorians captured the mostly black Númenórean city of Umbar in the year 1015. The Haradrim, led by the Black Númenóreans, tried to recapture it, but ultimately failed. When Castamir and his followers fled Gondor, they came to Umbar and there intermarried with the local Haradrim. During the reign of Telemechta, the Gondorian forces took the now freed from Gondor city of Umbar once again, but in the devastating battle of the plains of the Haradrim once again took control of Umbar. Later, the Haradrim allied themselves with the Rain Riders, a group of Easterlings, and the men of Khad. Then Gondor was assailed from north and south, and at the river Poros the Haradrim were driven off. Around the time of the long winter, the Haradrim yet again attacked the coasts of Gondor, even coming to Rohan, and for a long while the Haradrim had control of Harondor, but when they attempted an invasion of Ithilien in 2885, they were utterly defeated at the crossings of Poros by a combined army from Rohan and Gondor. The next we hear of the Haradrim is in the War of the Ring, where many fell in league with Sauron, and the Haradrim were part of the force of the Witch King when he first assailed Osgiliath. And at the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, the Haradrim rode into battle on Mumakils. From the jungles of Far Harad, these great beasts drove fear into the Rohirrim. When Aragorn Elisar led his armies to the Black Gate, the Haradrim were also present, and they were defeated once Sauron was destroyed. With the coming of the Fourth Age, the new king of Gondor, Aragorn, made peace with the Haradrim, and together with Éomer, the king of Rohan, he maintained friendship with the Haradrim. Thank you for watching this video. Please comment below if you have any video suggestions, and be sure to like and subscribe.